Hey guys, welcome back to Farm and Sugar. I am Allie, your host here this week on the farm, and today we have not really a busy day, but an exciting day. It is my husband's birthday, so that means we are going to be making him a chocolate cheesecake cake that we're going to try to figure out together. Don't know how that's going to work out because it's in my brain, but I don't know how I want to put it to the test today and see what we can figure out, whether I want to layer it, marble it in, or kind of like the pumpkin bread like we did last week. So we'll see how that goes. We also got the chickens done, faces washed, teeth brushed, breakfast done. We got to get our workout in as well. So let's go ahead and get this day started. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. That way you are staying up to date on all of our baking and yapping sessions every week here. Typically they go live on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. I live in the country, so it takes a long time for my videos to upload sometimes. Kind of just depends on our internet, the sky that day, whether there's clouds or not. So you never know, but we always try to get a video up on Sunday, so go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share these videos if you like baking and yapping sessions on the farm. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we got our self-care done, and now it is time to go make some breakfast and start working on my husband's birthday cake. I'm still kind of not sure what I'm gonna do just yet. I may do something similar to the pumpkin bread that we made last week, and except do it like chocolate cake and then the cheesecake in the middle and then the chocolate cake again. But I don't really know. So I'm gonna try to use a cheesecake pan, but I don't want the cake to fall, so I don't know. We still got some things to figure out there. And I'm really just winging this cake and hoping for the best. So we'll see how it turns out. But let's go make some breakfast. All right, so finishing up making the eggs, warming up our sausage on the oven. Okay, so I'm finishing up making my breakfast. I got my eggs and sausage on and the potatoes going in the air fryer just for like little like creamer potatoes. And I'm just gonna put my greens in my water, mix that up. I use the 1UP Nutrition brand for this. I really like them. This one's the green apple, and it seems to be the best one that I found for me personally so far. And I just really like it. Their flavors are really good. Green apple's really good. I usually get fruit punch, but lately I just haven't been feeling fruit punch. So, get this one. And then we have a fourth cup of our fat-free cottage cheese already on our plate. And then we're going to grab our potatoes, eggs, and sausage, and I'll show you what it looks like. And I'll give you the macro count as well. Let me pull it up while that's finishing. Go. Okay. Let me grab the rest of it. We got 2 eggs, our chicken sausage by Applegate, and our potatoes. And now I'm just gonna put one slice of Velveeta cheese over top of it. And then for my potatoes, a little bit of G. Hughes, and this is the sugar-free ketchup. This is my favorite ketchup. So this whole breakfast here with the greens is 382 calories, 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, 16 fats, and 4 fiber. Now, so let's see, 10 calories of that, 1 protein, and 3 carbs, and some fiber is just from the greens. So, gotta keep that in mind, which that doesn't take off too much, but it's still, if you're in a deficit, everything matters. So, I'm gonna eat breakfast. I'm kind of gonna look around and get some ideas on my chocolate cake, but we really need to get that in the oven because I'm gonna try and meet my husband at the gym today. If not, I'll do a home workout, but it really just depends on how fast I can get this cake done or not. So, let's get started. All right, I gotta show you guys. The neighbor's cows escaped, so they are over in our driveway, and they've been doing this like all week lately. But I just gotta show you because they're so cute. It's the babies too. There's not the full grown ones. They're not newborns, obviously. They're like a few months old, but they're so cute. We're gonna sneak out the door here. Let me turn you. See if I can get. Oh no, not yet. All right, let's see. Let's do this very quietly. Oh, there they are. Let's see if I can get closer. Kind of spook them back in their pen. There's 6 of them. They're so cute. I know if I get closer, they're gonna run, but I don't know. They probably need to go back in their pen. Good morning. Oh, I think I'm spooking that one. You guys gotta go home. Would you guys let the cows hang out on your property? We do, until they get past the driveway. If they stay over here, like in this area, up on the hill, that's fine, because their fence is literally right over that hill. But you don't want them to be out in the road. So, guys gotta stay to the left. You guys are letting me get real close today. Good morning. Are you supposed to be out? I really don't think so. Yeah. You're not, huh? Can hear my dogs barking now. Okay, they can stay over there. That's fine. that they come to visit. They're so cute. I need more farm animals, but I don't know if I want to take on more farm animals, you know. It's give and take. We also don't eat beef or pork, so they're kind of not serving us a purpose, but they're more, everything that comes here is just going to be pets. Just pets. Even our turkeys. But yeah, we really need to get started on this cake. I'm like procrastinating that big time, so let's get this cake started. Alright, so we're kind of gonna do the same concept that I did with the pumpkin bread last week, so if you didn't watch that, go back and watch that one. But I'm gonna use good old faithful Betty Crocker triple chocolate fudge cake mix. Simple. We're gonna work smarter, not harder. But first, you know, an Alani Nu cherry twist going in, because your girl needs some energy today. I am just out of it, and I just embarrassed myself with the trash company. So we were looking at a new service that my neighbor has, because we live really far out, and theirs is a lot cheaper, and it's just more of like a smaller business, and I'd rather go with a smaller company than a larger one that's more expensive. And so I canceled our current service, and when I did that, I didn't think when I called the new company that they were going to be at capacity, no trash cans, and no time on when they plan to open up services or to get new trash cans in. So then I sat on it for a few minutes, and I was like, I gotta call our original company back and cancel our cancel. And she's like, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, it's just one of those days. I didn't want to tell them I was going to switch services to another company, because it was like, it's only like $10 or $12 cheaper, but again, small business, but that was embarrassing. And luckily she was like, well, I'm having a day too. And I was like, I just started laughing. It's just, so we're going to start with one Alani. It may be a 2 today. I don't know. We'll see how the day goes. We need to get this cake done though, because it's 9:16, and my husband said he was going to try to make it to the gym by noon, which kind of puts me at a rush now because I'm procrastinating so much. But if anything, I'll just stay home and work out at home and then go to the gym tomorrow. And yeah, so so good. Let's start doing this cake. I think I'm going to start with the cream cheese. Let's start with that. So I have it written down. Oh my goodness. Guys, today's not my day. I know I need cream cheese softened. Need 1 egg. Need sugar. Vanilla. Let's go ahead and preheat our oven to 350. Make sure nothing's in there. Let's go ahead and get our cream cheese in. If my eye looks really red, it is like really irritated, and I keep itching it. And so now it's starting to feel like swollen, but it's not. I don't know if I touched the cat or wherever she laid and then touched my face, because I'm allergic to her. If I touch her and then touch my face. So I try not to touch my face if I am petting her, but I'm thinking she might have gotten or laid somewhere and then I laid there or something. That's annoying. All right, so now we're gonna do 1/3 cup granulated sugar. hate when it gets lumps in it. Then I went to try, and I have, if you shop Honor Active, it's like one of my favorite brands. If you're a gold member, you have early access. So I went to shop that. Literally, like, the one thing that I like really wanted was sold out, which was a crew neck. And I'm like, how is this already sold out? Like, I'm early access, so I'm hoping they save some stock for their full drop for everybody. And I'm really hoping I can snag one then. If not, I'll be sad, but then I'll have to find one on a resale site because I really want that crew neck. Tag Honor down below and tell them to get more stock in, because this happens all the time. Straight leg pants, certain colors of Effortless, which they restock those pretty good, but they don't restock like the straight leg pants or like this crew neck, things like that. I really want this crew neck. If you're my husband and you saw this, no you didn't. All right, our 1 egg, room temp. I'm gonna do that right in there. I'm not gonna dirty more bowls today. Cows are still over there. I'm gonna do half a teaspoon of vanilla. I don't measure my vanilla because why? All right, and then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm looking in the wrong drawer. Actually, you know what? It's right here. That, and then I'm using the smaller bowl on here today, not the normal one, so let's go ahead and get that mix in. I'm using the smaller whisk on there too, so I may have to push some of it down. Let's see. Go ahead and get this chocolate cake, and you just make this 2 instructions on the box, and this one has the pudding in it, so it'll make it a little more moist. I really wish they could figure out a way you didn't need 3 eggs and the 1/2 cup of oil. That is a lot. And I don't have any vegetable oil, so I'm using olive oil today. In which I used it on those cookies yesterday, because again, I didn't have vegetable oil. And it worked just fine, so. So I really need to put oil on the list. Make sure I can pick that up this weekend. I could have also probably just switched it out for sour cream, but I didn't want to. The only time I really do sour cream instead of oil is if I'm doing cake pops. In there. And then I need a cup of water. I'm gonna pull this over so I can get the water. just had to double check myself. I'm gonna pause that. I'm gonna get this mixed up. So if you see my reel yesterday, well, when you see this, it'll be Sunday. So Wednesday, I made strawberry cheesecake cookies. Those were so simple. It was literally like 4 or 5 ingredients. If that, really? I don't remember. But yeah, it's like cream cheese, a little bit of baking powder, oil, strawberry cake mix, and the cream cheese chocolate chips. Yeah, that was it. So go watch that reel, give those a try, and let me know if you like those. They're so simple. They're just like a cake cookie, which if you're familiar with crumble, that's how all their cookies are cake based anyways, which gives them that flavor and texture. I'm just hand mixing the cake batter today. And you will see some chunks in here, but that is not the mix, that is the pudding. And I don't know if we're gonna use all of this. We might, actually, you know what? I'll probably just do like a marble effect in the pan. Because we're just winging this cake today. And sometimes that's the best way to do it. Speed this up a second. Alright, so I just put in a liner, a 9-inch round liner into my pan. I'll link both of these down below that I use. And then I also spray it with olive oil so it doesn't stick. I'm really debating on doing an outside layer too. Might do that. Let's just put a strip out from here. This may or may not work. So we just turned it the other way instead of the way that it was curling. Sticking it to there. Anybody else just having a day? Let me know if you do this when you bake or not. Am I wasting my time? Will it all turn out? Let me try to roll this the other way. Maybe I just need a nap. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, so the cake should smooth that on out when we get it in. This is nice and smooth, so that is good. So eat that just a little bit. I wish the small one had a handle on it, but it doesn't. It's okay. Everything off there. Woo. Messy, messy. I still don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight either. I gotta figure that one out too. All right. So let's go ahead and get our chocolate cake in. I'm gonna pour about half the batter in and see what that looks like. So I want the bottom to be a little bit more thicker then the rest. Slowly move this out so the parchment paper is out too. This could turn out a total disaster because of the parchment paper. I don't know though. Guess we'll just have to, it's like a wait and see thing. I'm gonna add some more batter in here. Oven's ready. I texted my husband and told him what happened with the trash service. He's laughing at me. Like, how was I supposed to know the other company wouldn't have trash cans and is not available right now? Like, that's good for them though, but how was I supposed to know? All right, so now I'm gonna get cream cheese layer in. I really wish this one had a handle. Make sure everything's nice and mixed from the bottom. Scraped off the sides. I'm just gonna dump this right on over it. And we'll spread it out. Cake. This better be good. So now I'm just going to spread that cheesecake out a little bit more. This is gonna should look good. Should kind of resemble our pumpkin, and we ate all that, let me tell you. I literally was devouring that pumpkin bread. So if this is anything similar with chocolate, then it ain't gonna last. I can tell you that. I love chocolate. Chocolate and cheesecake, oh, it's like my two favorite things. Other than red velvet, I really like red velvet too. All right, so now we're gonna get the rest of the chocolate cake on top of this. And yes, you have to lick the spoon. All right, let's get this chocolate cake in there. Oh, it's messy. It's all over the spoon now. Nobody said we had to be not messy. All right, so scrape this all down. Try not to drop your bowl. And just right over top. this spread out now. I'm gonna try to cover that cheesecake up as much as you can, but you don't really have to. It's more for aesthetic purposes. This is gonna take, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 minutes. Probably like a normal cake. I'm gonna assume. I left a little bit out. Go. All right, and since we preheated our oven, it's already ready. So let's go ahead and get it on in there. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. And we're gonna have to let this completely cool before we take it out of this tin. So I would show you, but I don't wanna dump it. So I'm gonna set a timer for 25 minutes and then I'll check it with a toothpick and then kind of gauge my timing from there. So now I'm going to clean up, and I think I want to try to do the touch up on the cabinets. I got a little like pen that you can touch it up. It almost like a whiteout bottle almost, but it's paint for cabinets. And there's some marks that I want to try to fix on the cabinets. So let's give that a try actually. Found it after it took me forever. So this is called Brohood, I'm guessing. This one. And it is touch-up paint. It's supposed to be low odor, has a brush on it, water-based and easy to apply. So it looks like we just shake it for 1 minute before using. Paint over the defect, dry for 1 hour between coats. Multiple coats may be required. Allow the repair service to dry for 24 hours. Wait 4 days before exposing it to water. So I guess no like cleaning the cabinets for like 4 days. Okay. So we're just gonna try it on some of these spots. I don't know if you can really tell, but like, let's see, the trash right there. Oh yeah, there you can. So you can see that, and it was like that when we moved in, so it's not something that we did. I don't know how you tear up a cabinet so much, but like you can kind of see the baseboard down there too, around in there. So I'm gonna try and touch up what I can there and see if this will work or not. If not, no love lost, no damage really to complain about, because we're gonna redo the kitchen eventually anyways. So this is just trial and error. And I'll link this down below if you're interested in using it. Right, I'm gonna pull it out a little bit. It's a small brush. This is just, I don't know about this. It's getting on the cabinet. I mean, it'll probably hide it, but it's not gonna blend well. Maybe for like big spots it'll be okay. And this is like really white, and my cabinets are more of like a matte white. So I think that's a lot of it too. But again, no love lost, because eventually these cabinets will be a different color, redone, whatever we decide to do with them. We haven't made a plan yet. So our next thing is we're redoing my closet. So the flooring video for that one will be up soon, maybe within like the next month. of getting the flooring redone in my closet. I can't wait for that. And I really don't smell paint, so that's a good thing too. Have you guys ever touched up your cabinets? I really don't know how the last owners destroyed them. Like, this house is only 4 years old and they literally just like destroyed everything. Like, I don't get it. I do not get it at all. You can definitely still see it, so it's probably gonna need more coats than I'm putting on, but again, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I just don't like looking at it, so anything to hide the imperfection, I'm good with. I just hate looking at it. All right, so I'm gonna hit more spots of this and I will show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so it definitely helped. I only did one coat and it definitely like really helped. I mean, it doesn't solve the problem, but it kind of just masks it, which is great because it's like, unless you know it's there, then you can't really see it. Now, if I go all the way in, you can see that's the first coat. So I'll have to do a second coat. I wish they made a bigger bottle because I'm already almost out. And I'll definitely be ordering another one just so I can go back and touch up some of those bigger areas like down here. But yeah, overall, I think it really does help. So if you need a quick fix, then this is definitely an option. Okay, so our cake is cooling. I'm gonna let it cool for a little bit longer until I actually might put it in the fridge or freezer. Fridge about 4 hours, freezer will do about an hour to get it really cooled off before we take it out of this pan and then ice it, just because we don't want it to fall and we want that cheesecake filling to really set up in there. Even though it's got the chocolate cake around it, we just want it to be nice and cool before we ice it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in the refrigerator, and then I really need to clean up the counters, just wipe it down real quick and clean the kitchen. And then I think I'm just gonna work out at home, so I'm probably gonna change and just get a quick like shoulder day in, maybe some triceps in here, because it's already noon. I get Axel off the bus at 3, so I don't want to be rushing to the gym and then back. So I'll probably just work out at home and go tomorrow. And I also need to check, see if there's more eggs out there and do some laundry. So let's go ahead and do that while this is cooling and see where the day goes. My dishwasher is full, so I'm gonna go ahead and run that. Get that going. It's dry. I don't mind wiping counters down, but the one thing that I absolutely hate is cleaning the stove top. I don't know what it is. I dread doing it. It is literally the worst, especially because this one is gas and it just gets all down there. So you have to pull the grates off and it just sticks. So I really got to do that, but I'm dreading it. So. This will not be perfect. It is literally just a cleanup. Clean up before the weekend. So need to do windows. We'll wipe down our butcher block counters. We'll wipe down our butcher block counters over here real quick. My KitchenAid. I love this thing. I know I say it every time, but I can't wait to get a second one. I want a smaller one. I love this one, but sometimes moving it around is really heavy. So I want to put this one in like a stationary spot so I don't have to move it around. Right now I gotta go clean dog nose art off the back door. For some reason it gets everywhere, and I can clean it in an hour. There'll be more doggy nose art all over it, but it's okay. That's what they're supposed to do. Another thing I'm going to add to my to-do list is to wash the outside doors. It's really gross right now, I guess, with the weather, but yeah, definitely need to do that. I really got to add or change this, clean it up. Whoops. I like having this so I can just write what I need down on here. Or like our menu options, things we have to do during the week, anything coming up, practices, or anything for school. Put that up here, dry this off. Why does the fridge get so icky? All right, it's the burr month, so September. I don't really have like good handwriting for this, so kind of is what it is. See, today's the 11th. Just work backwards. I don't know how it's already September 11th. I swear it's just flying by. Literally flying by. This off. Cross each day off. So today's Tyler's 40th birthday. And then his parents will be here 20th. I don't really have a lot going on in September just yet. Other than Tyler, my in-laws, Tyler's parents are coming down for a week. So I'm gonna have to do some double videoing during the week next week. So, all right, couple dinner options on here. Like stuffed shells, manwich. I don't really know. So I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. The grocery list, there was something I needed that I was gonna put on there, but now I can't remember. So I'll just leave that alone for now. Totally forgot I need to eat some lunch before I work out because it's already 12:11 and I don't want to wait until I work out and then eat because then it'll just be too late. So I'll go ahead and let you guys know my everyday lunch, which is just 1 container of the Daisy low-fat cottage cheese. Sauerkraut is an everyday thing. A fermented food is something really good you can have in your diet. It's really great for your gut health and overall digestion, especially if you're taking a green supplement in the morning. That is definitely a power combo. And then I get these at Meijer's. I don't know if they're sold anywhere else. This is the best macro tasting, just everything combined sausage, chicken sausage that I have found. I want to say it's Belinsky's. I have tried every flavor. I think there's like 3 different ones. But these are amazing. This one is the mild Italian with bell pepper. These are good for hoagies, sandwiches, literally anything. I'll have 2 of these. So all of that together. So 1 container, a 1/4 cup of sauerkraut, and 2 of the chicken sausages all of that is 285 calories, 41 grams of protein, 11 carbs, and 8 fats and 3 fibers. Like, these sausages have the other ones have higher fat that I have found. Like Amy Lou would be my second option, and then the rest of them after that. But these Belinsky's, oh my goodness. So for 1 link, the total fat is 2.5 grams. 2 carbs and 12 grams of protein. Like, that fat content is just amazing. Like, it opens up the rest of my day for my calorie deficit and like what I'm eating, and it just leaves me so much room to have even like my sweet treat at the end of the day because there's not a lot of fat in here, and it's literally my go-to lunch every single day. Like, I don't even have to worry about planning dinner ahead of lunch like a typical, because this is just so macro friendly for my calorie deficit and my journey. Like, it's amazing. Like 11 carbs at this whole meal, like, come on. And sometimes, depending on what I have for dinner, I will have like maybe a roll or some bread or a hot dog bun with these, just to like offset and hit my fiber and hit my carb goals. But I don't really know what I'm doing yet for dinner, so I'll worry about that later. So right now I'm just going to warm my sausage and sauerkraut up, and then I'll just eat it with my cottage cheese, and it's literally so filling. Like, it doesn't seem like it, but all that protein is really just keeping me going throughout the day. So good. Trust me, try it. Okay, so we pulled our cake out of the freezer because I just did mine there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop it. It's cool, it should be good. See how this works. I don't have a cake pan, and I really need one. Like, I need a cake pan. I just don't know which one I want, but I need something to store it in. Okay, that one came right off. And so did this one. It's a little messy. A little messy. I also decided that I want to make like a little chocolate ganache to go around it and on the top. So I just have some chocolate chips here and some heavy cream boiling on the stove. And it doesn't take long. Like as soon as it heats up, you just pour it over your chocolate. And then just mix your chocolate around till it melts and you have a chocolate ganache. Like, I'm hoping I let this boil long enough. Might need more. I probably put too much chocolate chips in here. If that's such a thing. Might boil some more. Yeah, I need a little bit more. Just to give it that good consistency that we want. I need a pan or something to put this on. No, we're gonna use a flat pan. Don't laugh at me. That's what we're gonna use because I don't have a cake pan, somehow. So somebody drop some comments on what you have below. I need like a display one, like something pretty. But also I need one for like the fridge when I need to put stuff in there. All right, a little bit more here. Dump that right in. Mostly about stirring and getting everything incorporated. We'll let that set a minute. We're going to transfer our cake over, hopefully. I'm using my hand, so trust me. You don't have to be a great baker and have all this stuff to make a cake, because I don't. Proof is in the pudding. Also don't have to make whipped cream or frosting because again, Betty Crocker's coming in clutch today. All right, so I went and got a piping bag and then I'm going to use my 2D tip Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use it for my icing once we get the chocolate ganache up and going and on there. I must have had too many chocolate chips because it's not wanting to melt everything. I'm just going to pop it into, yeah, it's already cold. I'm just going to pop it into the microwave for a few seconds. Don't you love this little display? Go ahead and get this up. Literally took another 10 seconds in the microwave. And there is our chocolate ganache, and this will harden nicely over top of our cake. So let's go ahead and get that on. I'm just gonna pour it onto the top here, a little bit at a time, and I'm just gonna spread it out. And I don't want it too thick, so I kind of want it to go over the sides just a little bit, but I don't want the top too crazy. So let's go ahead and spread that out. This is gonna be so good, hopefully. Again, never done this. We are just winging it. My husband doesn't know I'm making him a cake. He knows I'm probably baking because I'm doing a video, but he doesn't know that I'm making him a cake. He probably suspects something, but probably nothing like this. Should probably get one of those spinny ones too for decorating. It was worth it. The little cake stands that spin. I think we got the whole outside coated pretty good. Spot over here. This is so chocolatey, filled with cream cheese. It looks so good. A little bit left in here, and I don't want to waste it, so I'm just gonna scrape it all out. My dishwasher is running, so we'll be doing dishes because I do not like dishes piling up. That's okay. Smooth that out. Perfect. We're just gonna open our Betty Crocker chocolate whipped frosting. I like the whipped one. I think it just tastes better. And it's nice and smooth. Reminds me of like a buttercream, but it's just so smooth and fluffy. It works a lot better for like using it to work with things. And I just didn't not have the time. I still have some buttercream left out there actually. I don't think I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna make this like a triple chocolate since that's the cake that we used was the triple chocolate. And yeah. Like you can go and buy a cake if you really don't want to do this, but this is, I feel like this is so much better. It's more personal and it's more thoughtful and it's fun. It's like, why not? Like anybody can go and buy a cake. I'm making a mess again. All right, let's get this back. All right, so hopefully I still have some icing left in there, but let's go. Let's go ahead and get some little border over here maybe. I'm gonna do every little bit. Whoops. My husband just left work. He's gonna go to the gym and then he'll be home and I can't wait. Maybe I'll try and get his reaction, but I don't know. Our dog's still the show when he gets home, so. Go ahead and close this border up. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm literally just winging this, guys. So don't think I'm a professional. Betty Crocker, TikTok, and Pinterest is literally what has taught me how to do this. A lot of research and just having fun with it. Literally is the main thing, is literally just having fun with it. I don't think I could like bake for a living, like full on, but for fun like this, yeah, I like doing this. I don't want to put anything in the middle, I don't think. I'm gonna do some sprinkles and a little bit of cookies and cream Hershey Kisses, I think, and that will be good. And add some sprinkles in. I'm gonna get another spoon. And the reason I'm gonna use a spoon is because I don't want it like through in there. I want it like laid. Maybe I can do it with my hand. Let's see. Let's see. Just going in and sprinkling it on the edges because I don't want it all over the top. Kind of just want it to match the border. It's actually worked out pretty good. See, you don't need all fancy tools. You just need a few, oops, I dropped some. A few ingredients, some thyme, and just do a little on top since I dropped some. Make it look like that was supposed to be there. But yeah, you just need a few ingredients, a little bit of love and some thyme, and you can do it too. If I can, you can. I'll show you guys so far without trying to drop it. Look at that, so good. I'll show you the overview of it once we're done. Ooh, I should do the Reese's Pieces chunks instead of the cookies and cream because he likes that a lot better. Yeah, let's do that. Luckily I had these. These were on clearance at Sam's Club last week, so I grabbed them. This is actually gonna work perfect. I didn't even think about using these little Reese's PC Bites. So they're literally like just little clusters. So, actually these don't look that good. They kind of look, like I don't know if they're gonna give off the right look. I'm vetoing that one. I could just leave it alone, but it needs something to spruce it up. So I'm going back to my original idea. Start with 2. So I'm gonna break them in half. Could use Oreos. You could use whatever kind of candy you want. Just gonna shove these in there. Just in some random places. One there. And we'll put one there. I don't really like those, but that's okay. They'll get eaten. All right, I'm gonna come get the camera and show you guys. All right, so there is the top of our cake. So freaking good. I don't really like the Hershey Kisses, but that's okay. I don't want to take them off because then they're going to have weird marks in the cake, so we're just going to leave them there. I might add a few more in like the little open spaces so it kind of like takes it up. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But yeah, I can't wait to try. I'll try and see if I can remember to get a video of what it looks like on the inside of the cake and how it tastes. All right, so we have our cake done. So all that's left for the day is to work out, but my Honor Active package just arrived. The second one. I ordered hybrid last week and I got those. And then after I ordered that, some of the straight leg pants went back in stock. And I have 2 pair, but I didn't have these pair. So the ones that restocked, so I grabbed them. Especially in longs because I am tall and it's mostly my legs. So finding a brand that has long length is just so hard. So I only have a few options. My favorite options, Honor Active, Lululemon, and Buff Bunny. Those are my top 3 leggings and all that I gravitate towards. But yeah, I got the Honor Active straight leg in true black. I have soft black and I have ruby red, which ruby red actually got in a regular because sometimes the long is actually too long on me, and that's really surprising. But now that I tried a regular, the regulars are too short for me, and I just now prefer the long length on like these like flares or like these type of leggings. So, and then I got True Blue. So True Blue is the other color. They're so like moisture because of the weather outside. But yeah, I got True Blue again, medium long. I absolutely love these. These are so comfortable. I love straight leg pants now. They're honestly like my go-to. Yeah, I'm going to put these up. I'm gonna go change out of this hoodie because it's like 85 degrees outside. And let's get this workout and just finish the day out. So I will see you guys in the gym now. I think my shoulders are done and dusted for the day. So now it is time to pick up Axel from the school bus, get my dogs to stop wrestling on the concrete. Yeah. Tomorrow we have a leg day and we'll probably be at the gym, so can't wait for that. All right guys, we are gonna dig into this cake now and kind of just celebrate and enjoy the day a little bit with my husband and our son, go for a walk, things like that. So if you like this video, you enjoy the baking yapping sessions, kind of what goes on in my brain, the cleaning, workouts, drop a comment down below, hit that subscribe button, share, like, follow, all the things, and we will catch you on the farm next Sunday. And you're gonna wanna check these videos out if you really like baking. No, I don't like that ending. So we will see you next week on the farm. Y'all have a good week.